Hey everyone, Arbiter Wolf here with another weekly video. So after doing the 100 detailed head drawings, like I said from last week, I'm still in a bit of a limbo period. And what this week really felt like was kind of just getting the growing pains out of the way of practicing. So I said in the last video, I'm trying a method where I'm doing a starting off with kind of a traceover of the reference followed by a drawing of the reference, then trying to recall that reference from memory. So that way I'm kind of doing it 3 times. I'm getting first the initial feel of it with the traceover, followed by trying to draw it from the reference, then seeing what I've picked up from drawing it a third time with drawing it from recall. Now, when I was doing the head drawing challenge, I was not really doing any like figure drawing or anything like that, and I was doing that before the challenge, and I thought I was doing pretty okay with just the general body. But it felt like this week I completely lost all that knowledge, and I was just felt like running into walls every time I would practice, which was very fun because it's like you sit down to practice and then you're like, oh, this is terrible. And then that turns the practice session into kind of getting over that initial hump of terribleness and just keeping with the practice I set for myself. And I think towards the end of the week, I was starting to see a little bit more progress and just the figure. I just wish I would not have kind of let that whole this is going terribly wrong feeling get to me so much. And I felt that if I would have just kept with the drawing longer, I probably would have started to see a little bit more results sooner this week. So for the next week, I'm just going to be very focused on just sitting down and drawing, regardless of how horrible it feels, and just trying to get through it. And then hopefully I'll see some better results on the other side. Now, the other thing that I'm doing is I'm also doing the draw a box lessons, and I'm currently doing his 250 box challenge. I've been going through that. I've been trying to do at least 10 a day. The thing with that is that if I go super grind heavy with it, it kind of defeats the purpose of gaining that knowledge from drawing so many boxes of just 3D space and spatial reasoning. Because after about an hour, it gets pretty mind numbing. And when I'm doing it, at least what Drawbox is saying is that you should be focused during it and not be mindlessly drawing boxes. But I'm just going to keep chipping away at that, and I think some of the upcoming lessons are going to help a lot more with being able to draw. As for going forward, I feel that I'm still kind of in that limbo state, but I kind of want to be more direct in what I want to do. Right now, everything's kind of broken down into kind of its basic forms. For what I want to do, I'm going to need a lot of knowledge on constructing characters and also putting said characters into environments. So I'm going to have to also add in perspective. So that's also another thing that I'm going to have to start practicing on, which is doing environment and perspective. But at the same time, I also want to be a little bit more direct and kind of going for what I want to actually be doing and practicing that too. Because what can happen is that I can go on kind of a diversion path and focus very heavily on just construction of a figure and then perspective, and then I never really get to what I actually want to do. I kind of want to have a healthy dose of both, of just being able to practice and doing what I actually want to be doing with art. Because even if I am practicing all these small itty bitty parts, I'm going to have to put them all together, and I want to practice also putting all of it together so that when I actually do put stuff all together, I have an idea of how everything goes together. Because I could practice free throws all day on a basketball court, and then if I were to actually do a basketball game, I didn't practice running down said basketball court at full speed, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, cardio is a thing. So I'd actually like to be able to find what exactly I need work at when I'm doing said thing that I want to be doing. So hopefully for next week, I'll be able to have a little something more geared to showing you guys of what I'm actually trying to get at. But that is pretty much all I really had for this video for this week. I'm just going to keep practicing what I've been doing and trying to be a little bit more direct with what I want to be doing. And I'll keep chipping away with the Drawbox lessons, and hopefully I'll see some improvement from there. And last thing I wanted to add, I'm going to be releasing the compilation of all my drawings for the 100 head drawings in a 4-part thing because one, my computer cannot handle rendering probably worth over 100 hours of footage, so I'm just going to release it in 4 parts. So when this video releases, I think part 1 will be out, so hopefully you guys see that. And that pretty much is all I had for this video. So if you guys like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks.